name is Dejanay Johnson. I'm going to be presenting what's in water. So during this presentation, I'm going to be talking about how I got my spectroscopy techniques and how I use that to get the names of my unknown compounds and my results. So according to the Concepts in Chemistry Laboratory Manual, the purpose of this lab was to use my techniques to find out the name of my unknown compound. Why you should care about what's in your water is because your body uses water in all of its cells, and when the water is purified, then it helps you get all your essential minerals like magnesium and calcium. So, according to the Concepts of Chemistry Lab Manual, the IR uses frequency and energy and wave numbers and intensity of absorption to identify peaks. And using this technique, it gives almost all of the information we need. And during this technique, the molecules get excited, so it shows vibrational levels. During the NMR, the difference is that it focuses on magnetic behavior of the hydrogen, and the chemical shifts hint at the environment the protons exist in, and each peak is proportional to the number of hydrogens. And these are all of my possible compounds, which were all referenced from my lab manual. So my results of my IR, there were 2 peaks from each functional that was shown, which this peak is carbon singly bonded to hydrogen, which is in the 3010 to 2800, which is one functional group. And then the carbon bounded to bromine, which is in the 650 to 550, which is why this peak is so much bigger. This is in an area that we don't have functional groups, is why we don't pay attention to these peaks. And during my NMR, it was that it showed how many different kinds of hydrogens were present, which is 2. And the number of, on the peak is relative hydrogens in each environment. So the first one is 1.0, which was only 1, and then my second one is 3.05, which we rounded to 3 because that's the closest number. So my unknown compound, which was 20.2, was 1,2-dibromine methanol propane, and this is a flammable liquid, and if you come in contact with like your eyes or your skin, then it will give you irritation. And it's also like found during surface water. And other techniques you can use to find what's in your compound is the ultraviolet visible spectroscopy, which it uses the difference between the colors to determine the certain functional groups, and X-ray diffraction, which uses identification of the crystals and the patterns to tell you the difference between the functional groups. And here are my references.